Tomorrow, Wyatt Andrews will have part 2 of this investigation. Next on the CBS TV News, federal inspectors ripped them off. Now farmers want the government to pay them back. Tonight's Eye on America continues our special CBS News investigation into a long-running corruption aimed at American farmers. Last night we showed you how federal inspectors lined their pockets by cheating the very people, honest, hard-working taxpayers, they were there to protect. Whether organized crime was involved or not, will the government cover the farmers' losses? Here's CBS News correspondent Wyatt Andrews.
In a bribery scheme that lasted 20 years, wholesale buyers at the Hunts Point Produce Market in New York, the largest in the country, were paying off most of the USDA inspectors. The idea was to rip off farmers.
The buyers up there were bribing the federal inspectors to downgrade our fruit. We counted on the inspectors being honest. The inspectors weren't.
The scam happened dozens of times to citrus grower Nat Roberts. His grapefruit would leave Florida in good condition, but then at Hunts Point, an inspector would label it rotten. The wholesaler would call, demanding a discount.
It became a tool to get a lower price.
And when Roberts complained to the USDA,
they'd say, well, we're the federal government. It's a safe inspection system. You should trust us.
8 of those inspectors have pleaded guilty to the scam, which cost farmers nationwide over $100 million. But to growers, the cheating isn't the only scandal.
But right now, no one is showing me where it's likely we're going to get any money back.
An embarrassed USDA is now offering to help farmers file claims for their Hunts Point losses. However, it's the farmer who has to dig up all the false inspection reports. And guess who is supposed to pay the money? Not the government, but the crooked wholesaler.
That wholesaler will just declare bankruptcy, be out of business, and I'll have a piece of paper that says, I've got a legitimate claim, but I won't get any money.
The problem, as the farmer sees it, is that under this claim system, the U.S. government avoids its responsibility for the scandal. Any repayment would have to come from the wholesalers who offered the bribes, while the government, whose inspectors were the ones on the take, pays nothing.
We're devastated by this.
Spokesman Bob Keeney says the USDA is doing what it can to recover from the scandal. Inspections of damaged fruit now require a backup inspector, and digital photos confirming the damage are uploaded to the farmer.
We are very concerned about the situation. We're going to be helping the farmers and the shippers out as much as we can.
Except, that is, for the money. The USDA has no plan to compensate the farmers.
I know in the end, an employee who works for us who does something wrong, I'm responsible for. I'm not understanding why it is that the federal government is not responsible for the actions of a federal employee.
The bribery investigation has spread beyond Hunts Point, and grower confidence in the USDA is fading. The growers wonder why an agency that betrayed them in the inspections should be trusted now to process their claims. In Loxahatchee, Florida, Wyatt Andrews for Eye on America.